For preparations, you're going to need hand sanitizer, your medication, alcohol pads to clean the site, gloves, and a tuberculin syringe. To start, I'm going to sanitize my hands. And when they're dry, I will put on my gloves. Put on my gloves now. Once the gloves are on, to clean your patient's site where they're going to get their injection, and you do this by rubbing the alcohol pad in a circular motion. And with your medication vial, you're also going to wipe it down with the alcohol pad to make sure that it's clean. I'm going to open my tuberculin syringe. Going to get the medication. I'm flicking it to get out the air bubbles. You don't want that to go on your patient's skin. Okay. So now that the patient's skin is dry, I'm going to pull the skin tight and insert the needle at approximately 10 degrees, just barely in the skin, and I'm going to inject the medication slowly until you see a bubble. And there I have my bubble. Okay, there I had my bubble. It started to melt though. And that's how you basically give an intradermal shot. The shot only takes, as you can see, less than just a couple of minutes, and with that one shot it can detect whether or not you have tuberculosis. And it's, like I said, it's very important for children to keep up to date. Everyone with every age, no matter your age, your race, ethnicity, your background, whether your health conditions are good or bad, tuberculosis is a very important vaccine to keep up. And that concludes my presentation on intradermal shots and tuberculosis. Thank you.
The advantages for HTA are that it requires minimal training and is easy to implement. It is extremely flexible and it is time efficient. It's used extensively in a wide range of contexts. It gives the users great insight into the task under analysis. It can be applied to any task in any domain. The output of HTA forms the input for numerous human factor analysis, such as error analysis, interface design, and evaluation and allocation of function analysis. The outputs provide comprehensive description of task under analysis. It depicts everything that needs to be done in order to complete the task in question, and tasks can be analyzed to any level of detail. Disadvantages of HTA are that it provides mainly descriptive info, rather than analytical. It contains little that can be used to provide design solutions. It does not cater for the cognitive components of the task analysis. It can be laborious and time-consuming for larger, complex tasks. The initial data collection phase is time-consuming and requires the analyst to be competent in a variety of human factor methods. Reliability is questionable. Conducting an HTA is more of an art than a science.
HTA is very useful in ergonomics because 1. It is a basis for predicting errors and potential errors can be assessed. 2. HTA can be widely used. And 3. It takes into consideration all cognitive paths, as well as listening steps we may usually do unconsciously, which avoids potential errors.
What you look?
Hi, I'm going to demonstrate the forklift running check. That is part of the forklift test. What we're going to do, when you go up the forklift, make sure you have 3-point contact. 1, 2, 3 to go up the forklift. Once you're on the forklift, put on your seat belt. Make sure the seat is comfortable. You're able to reach all your pedal. Comfortable. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to turn on the key, as we're going to check the instrument panel. Make sure there's no red light on. Otherwise, something is not correct. Once we got that done, we're going to check your indicator. We check your right hand indicator first. You check the front indicator, also the back one. Make sure they are working. And then you check the other one on the left hand side. Make sure this indicator at the front and indicator at the back, they are working. We're going to check the headlight. The headlight up here, just in case sometimes it's getting very dark. The control, the switch, just on your left hand side next to the column steering here. We turn it on, they are working, and then we look at the back. We go to the back, have a look first. We're going to check your brake light. Make sure the brake lights are working so people can see you braking. Additional, you can have a look at this. Is a warning light on top. So while you're working, this one is a flashing light. People know you're working with the forklift. So this is one of the warning lights. Reverse light. When we reverse, this is control the reverse. We push it to reverse. Your reverse light is working at the back. Okay, all the lights are finished. We check the horns. Make sure the horn is working. So once we finish that, we're going to check our lifting control. Now, before we are going to check, why we need to check your lifting. Number one, we make sure it's working, and also you lubricate, all the rubber and all the inside. So we try to lift up your lifting cylinder. It's called a vertical cylinder. When you lift it up, you always watch over the roof and also the light. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. So once you push it to the top, then you push it down, make sure it's working. And also we're going to check the tail cylinder, the forward tail, backward tail. The both are working. Also we're going to check the side shift. All the way to one side, all the way to the other side, back to the middle. So they're all working. Now what we're going to do, we're going to check the steering control and the foot brake as well. Now, we'll try to reverse the forklift trunk and back. Remember, before you reverse, you must look back first. Make sure there's no one at the back. Your handbrake is off. So, what we're going to do, we select the gear, reverse. So we try to turn the steering slowly and also move slowly to one way, to lock one way, and also we lock the other way. So the steering is working, and we stop, we see if the brake is working. So the brake is working as well. So we put on the handbrake. We're going to check if there's any fluid leak on the floor. If there's any fluid leak, you can see the liquid on the floor. So the last thing we check is the handbrake. We already applied the handbrake. We see if the handbrake is able to hold the forklift. So we push it to the forward gear and we accelerate gently, and it does hold the forklift. So the forklift is not moving. And then in this way, we know the forklift is in a good working order. Now, if we need to do any work, now we can do the work now. So this is called a forklift running check. Thank you.